Hi everyone, I'm Erin and this is my husband Pat. He's joining us tonight. I am bringing you, I'm going to just change this camera angle a little bit. I am bringing you a Yin Yoga practice this evening, and I am going to show you how to do Yin Yoga in a chair, and Pat will demonstrate similar postures on the mat. Being in a chair doesn't mean that you can't be on the mat. It's just another option to add to your day or your exercise. You can even choose just one of these while you're at work and do one of them. It's just a great option. And then if you can't be on the floor or on the mat, this is a wonderful way to get in a good workout, a good stretch for yin in particular. So I just like to share some different things with you. Before we begin, I do want to tell you a little bit about Yin Yoga. A lot of people don't know about it. So I like the Serenity Prayer, and I'm going to share that with you and then tell you why it is so relevant to Yin Yoga. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Accepting the things we cannot change is Yin Yoga. It is the serenity of Yin. The courage to change what needs to be changed is the Yang. Harmony and balance in life comes from having the wisdom to know the difference. So all of these work together so beautifully. Wisdom cannot be given to you or taught to you. You earn it and learn it through your own experiences. So tonight, when you come into your pose, drop your expectations of how you should look or how you should be or how it should feel. We don't use our body to get into the pose. We use the pose to get into our body. Let that sink in for a minute. So once you've reached the edge, pause, go inside, notice how it feels, and you know the pose is doing the work if you can feel your body being squeezed, stretched, and twisted. If you are feeling it, you're doing it right. Yin Yoga will take you outside your comfort zone. That's okay. Much of the benefit of the practice will come from staying in this zone of discomfort, despite your mind's urgent plea to leave, to move, or to do anything else. But stay. This is part of the practice. As long as we have no pain, we stay. So now that I have shared all of that with you, we will begin, and we will start with a quiet few moments to just prepare and get ourselves ready. So if you're in the chair, just stay seated. Your hands can be right on your knees, and if you're seated, you can be in easy pose, which is legs crossed like Pat. You can put your hands also on your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Take a few nice, deep cleansing breaths. Getting used to the silence. Setting your intention for our time together this evening. Thinking about just this moment and leaving anything else that's running through your head on the side of your chair or your mat, and just focusing on right now. Letting the breath fill your body with energy and exhaling any stress or tension that you might have. And then we'll open the eyes. We're going to start today with a sitting pigeon in the chair or a swan pose on the mat. So I'll talk Pat through getting into swan pose first, and then I'll show you the chair. He's going to start in table on all fours, sliding one leg forward and bringing that calf across if you're able, and then sliding back the other leg. So I'm going to bring this pillow around for him. We want to support the hip that's not on the floor. If your hip reaches all the way down, that's great. You can keep your arms up like this or go down into a sleeping swan if that's more comfortable for you. And then for us, we are going to take the right leg, flex the foot, bring it across your leg, and this right here might be enough, or you can lean forward if you'd like to. You can also put a pillow on your lap if you want to lean on the pillow. Breathing and relaxing into this pose. Rounding your back, letting your head fall. Reality is the mirror of your thoughts. Choose well what you put in front of the mirror. And coming out of this pose, if you are on the mat, you are going to roll to the side of your front leg onto that hip and bring your other leg forward and then hug your knees. Take a moment, feel that, stretch it. If you were sitting in the chair, you might just want to shake that leg out a little bit. I forgot my chimes to tell us time's up, so I got them. All right. And now we'll switch sides. So again, if you're on the mat, start on all fours, slide that opposite leg forward. Bring the back leg down and then prop that pillow under the hip so that you have some support there. And now take your left leg if you're in the chair, flex the toes, bring it across the knee, and then hinge forward. All of the poses we're doing today are for 3 minutes. Yin poses can be anywhere from 3 to 7 minutes typically. A positive attitude brings strength, energy, and initiative. Come out of your pose. If you are on the mat, roll towards the side of your front leg. Bring the other leg forward and hug your knees. If you're on the chair, shake those legs out a little bit. And next we will do a spinal twist. So if you're on the mat, you're going to lie flat and you will bring one leg up, bend to your knee, and that will come across your body. Have a pillow on the side to support your knee. You might even need 2 pillows, and that's fine. Bring that knee across the body. Both shoulders are going to be on the floor, and you will look towards your opposite shoulder. So Pat has his right leg coming across his body, and he's looking over his right shoulder. So, is that comfortable? Okay, so I am going to turn sideways on my chair. I'm going to turn my chair so you can see me here. Sit sideways on your chair so the back of your chair is next to you. And then you are going to twist and hold the back of the chair, just like this. You can if you want. Positive thoughts are not enough. There have to be positive feelings and positive actions. Come back to neutral spine, whether in your chair or on the mat. Extend your leg out on the mat and move your pillows to the opposite side. If you're on the chair, move to the opposite side of your chair. And we are going to do the same thing for the other side. So now Pat's going to lift his left leg. If you're on the mat, lift your left leg. And you're going to cross it across your body, looking over your left shoulder. Good, making sure that this knee is supported with however many pillows it takes. You don't want this hanging for 3 minutes. So you want to make sure you have enough pillows there to support your leg. And I'm going to sit on the opposite side of the chair, and I'm going to twist this way and look over my left shoulder, holding the back of the chair for support. You can close the windows and darken your room, and you can open the windows and let light in. It is a matter of choice. Your mind is the room. Do you darken it or do you fill it with light? Coming back to neutral spine. And if you are on the mat, you can come to a seated position if you want to. My cat is crying, so Pat's going to go let her out. He'll be back in a minute. We will continue on. So we are going to go into a half forward fold. If you are on the mat, I'll show you what that looks like. This is also called half butterfly on the mat. You're going to sit like this in staff pose and then bring one leg in towards your pelvis and the other leg is straight out. You can put some pillows right on top of that straight leg and you're going to come over the top like this. If you are on the chair, you're going to extend one leg, sit maybe towards the edge of the chair, not all the way back now. Extend one leg straight out, the other leg is bent. So if you see me from the side, I'm not going to stay like this. It looks like this. One leg is bent, the other leg is straight out, and we're coming over the top, okay? Again, you can use a pillow for this pose if that is comfortable for you. And you just release your spine and your head and come straight over. Positive thinking evokes more energy, more initiative, and more happiness. Gently coming out of that position. Straightening your bent leg if you're on the mat and bending your straight leg if you're on the chair. Taking a minute to shake those legs out and then we'll begin again. Extending both legs out. And then if you're on the mat, bringing your left leg in towards your pelvis. If you are on the chair, Extending out your opposite leg. For me, it's my right leg. And again, coming forward using a pillow if needed, or more than one, that's fine. Breathing into the stretch. Just going till you feel the edge. And then as the seconds and the minutes go on, you may feel yourself sinking just a little bit deeper into it. When there are difficulties and you feel down, this is the time to visualize, think, and expect the positive. And coming out of this pose, shaking your legs out a little. Listening to your body and stretching or counter stretching any way that feels good for you right now. Our next pose is a lunge, and it is a low lunge on the mat, and then I'll show you how to do it on the chair. So Pat's going to use a little blanket, and I definitely recommend a blanket or a towel under your knee for low lunge, even if you don't typically use one, because we're going to be here for 3 minutes, and you don't want to hurt your knees. So he's going to put one knee on the blanket, and the other knee will come forward. He wants to bring this far enough forward so that he can lean into it without his knee coming over his toes. Get a nice hip flexor stretch there. Now we are going to, I'll go the opposite way right now, take our left leg and come across the chair like this. So the chair is supporting your right thigh here. Your left leg is going back and you're feeling a nice stretch in the hip flexor. Your hands can be right on your knee if that's comfortable. On your thigh, I'm sorry. Do not let circumstances influence your thoughts and moods. By rising over them mentally, you will eventually rise over them materially. Coming out of that pose, if you're on the chair, bringing your back leg forward. And if you are on the mat, bringing your front leg back, maybe sinking into child's pose for a moment. Taking a minute to reset your body. And when you're ready, we'll come into it on the other side. So on the mat, bringing your left leg forward, far enough so that you can lean into that low lunge without bringing your knee over your hip. And then on the chair, bringing your right leg back, left thigh is supported by the chair. Remember, discomfort is okay. Breathe through it. Pain, not okay. If you have pain, you come right out of the pose. Fill your mind with light, happiness, hope, feelings of security and strength, and soon your life will reflect these qualities. Coming out of this pose, bringing your leg back if you're on the mat, and bring your leg forward if you're on the chair. Doing what feels right to reset your body. And we have one more posture for tonight before our Shavasana. Ready? All right, we're going to come into a seated forward fold. So if you're on the mat, you're going to sit with your legs straight out in front of you. Place those pillows right on top of your legs. You'll probably want a few of them so that you can be comfortable. If you're on the chair, you want to spread your legs. If you have a yoga block or something similar, go ahead and grab it. Yoga blocks are great. You can use them flat, up like this, or even taller. Whatever is comfortable for you. You are going to fall forward and let your spine go, let your head go. Rounding your back. Feeling that space between your vertebrae. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What we think, we become. Lifting out of your forward fold. Stretching out your legs a little. And then finding a comfortable position for Shavasana. If you're in the chair, you can stay right in the chair. Lean back, get comfortable. If you're on the mat, you can lay flat. You can bend your knees and put your feet wide and your knees together, opposite, feet wide. knees together. That will relieve pressure on your lower back. You can also put your feet up the wall if you want to, and you have some wall space. Whatever's comfortable for you. Find that position now. Close your eyes. Take some deep breaths. Thinking about what you just did over the last 45 minutes. Feeling good about the deep, long stretches that you held. Restoring your body. Appreciating that you took time tonight to do this for yourself. Ask yourself what is unnecessary in your life and clear it away. The simple, uncluttered life allows you to see what is really important. Noticing any sensations that you have in your body. Noticing where your body is touching the floor and what that feels like. Noticing the spaces where it doesn't touch. Maybe behind your knee there's a little space, or under your back there might be a small space there. Just noticing what that feels like inside your body. Noticing what your breath feels like as you inhale and as you exhale. And bringing your awareness back to the room, wiggling your fingers and toes, opening your eyes, rolling to your side and supporting yourself into a seated position. And if you're in your chair, just open your eyes. And we'll inhale up and exhale. And inhale up and exhale. Namaste. Thank you for joining us tonight. And if you have any questions about Yin Yoga or about any of the poses, please feel free to send me a message anytime. Thanks. Bye.